from Balboa Stadium in San Diego. From Balboa Stadium in San Diego, California. This is girls varsity, junior varsity soccer. Varsity coming up next. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg K. Porter for GK Sports. We're at the game. Yes, I'm the CEO of GK Sports, and I just want to say that we are very pleased to be able to complete another season of varsity soccer for a high school, and we are very understanding of the fact that we are doing youth sports and we are affiliated with a high school, and so as such we are going to make sure that we are promoting the teams that we do, the high schools that we do, as well as the coaching staff and the administration. So our mission statement, as you know, is a Christian-based business, and I want you to understand that by no means what I say is going to be the thoughts of other announcers, but John 3:16 is something that I trust and believe in, and hopefully those of you watching this across the country and across the world can agree, and if you cannot agree, then hopefully it will be something that you will agree with in time. So with that, let's get the subject going, and it is Christian Patriots versus the San Diego Cavers. The Christian Patriots, their head coach is Joel Waymeyer. Assistant coach is Brian Blake. Assistant coach also Zor Parada and Jalay Blake. The lineup reads this way. Freshman, number 19, Hannah Monroe. Sophomore, number 21, Lila Miller. Junior, number 25, Allie Gaunt. She's the keeper. Freshman, number 26, Sophia Gudino. Freshman, number 28, Chloe Diaz. Freshman, number 30, Macy Larson. Freshman, number 31, Delanne Jones. Freshman, number 32, Ariana Rodriguez. Freshman, number 33, Layla Faradesian. Freshman, number 36, is Sarah Chison. Freshman, number 39, Annalise Pelletier. Junior, number 41, Berenice Ruiz. Sophomore, number 42, Taylin Brown. And that's the lineup for the Christian Patriots JV team. And of course, since we don't have the graphics of the Cavers, and this might be the first time that you are tuning in to watch their game, number 21, the junior, is Caitlin Riley. Number 22, the sophomore, Olivia Pinnock. This is the lineup and numbers from the beginning of the season. Number 23, freshman, Penelope Lombardo. Number 24, sophomore, Chloe Augustini. She's a captain. Number 25, the freshman, Juliet Law. Number 26, the freshman, Charlize McAvoy. Number 27, the sophomore, Kate Brigham. Number 28, the freshman, Chloe Galliana. The sophomore, number 29, Valentina Prado. And she's also worn other numbers, 14 as well. The sophomore, number 30, is Caitlin Flores. Number 31, Zoe Bozinovich, is a freshman. Number 32, Kate VR, is a junior. Number 33, Evie Hudson, is a freshman. Number 34, Camilla Rogers, is a sophomore. Number 35, the junior, is Abigail Hyde. Number 36, the keeper, is Ada Werner. She did not keep in the Mira Mesa game. Number 37, the sophomore, is Shay O'Connor. Had a tough game in her last game. 38, the freshman, Sophie Delaney, who played keeper. 39 is Haley Colton. She's a freshman. And 40 is Tara Moses. She's a freshman. So that's a lineup for the Cabers in this JV match. The last match, if you didn't get a chance to see it, was very interesting the first half. It looked like it was going to go the Cabers' way in the second half, but then there were some adjustments, varsity call-ups, and it kind of took a little bit away, something away from their fire to be able to put more of the attack on the defense. And again, easy to understand because the varsity program is the one that get into the CIF playoff. JV, as far as I know, do not go into the playoffs, and so a lot of times that is the focus. And so the JVs are going to do the best they can, processing the entire rest of the season. So we'll see how this game goes. Christian Patriots, a real good program over there in all sports. A private school. Anytime you play a private school, it's also going to be an interesting endeavor. A very, very warm day in the wintertime out here in San Diego. And it has been very kind of cool and chilly, but not today. Today had a little bit more of that heat effect to it, and I understand that there's going to be the Santa Ana condition coming through, so it's going to get warm tomorrow as well, and should be a very warm weekend for January out here in San Diego area. Got some stats for you. Don't know if they are still the stats, but I think they are. Valentina Prado has a total of 10 goals and 2 assists. She's the leading scorer. Total of 8 goals is Camilla Rogers, and she has a total of 8 assists. Evie Hudson, who also is a varsity call-up, has got 7 goals and 2 assists. Chloe Galeana has a total of 9 goals, and she has 2 assists. She's a varsity call-up, and you can understand why. Penelope Lombardo can score. She's got 5 goals and 2 assists. Chloe Augustini can also, with her speed, can also put them in the back of the net. She's got 4 goals and 2 assists. Caitlin Riley has a couple of goals. Kate BR has a goal. A couple of assists by Haley Colton. Zoe Bazinovich, her sister playing on the varsity, has a goal. Olivia Pinnock has one as well, with 5 assists for Olivia Pinnock. Abigail Hyde has a goal and 2 assists. So that's basically it as far as the scoring is concerned. The tandem refereeing scenario is talking to coaching staff for the Cabers. Maybe there's something that needs to be done before we can get this game started. So it was 2-0 against Mira Mesa on Tuesday. I referenced a different day, like as if it was Thursday on Tuesday, and I don't know where my brain was on that day. But nevertheless, it is a Thursday game today. Hopefully your day around the world has been fantastic, whatever time it is, and into your Friday, depending on what part of the world you're at. We've had, we want you to turn on the chat feature and go ahead and tell us where you're watching it from and who might be the player that you're rooting for, or maybe know, as far as being a relative of, or maybe even the fact that you actually played sports here at San Diego High School at one point. Hopefully that chat feature is working and that could be accessed. So, about ready to get it started here at Balboa Stadium. In white is going to be the Patriots, red, white, and blue. And I mentioned that I didn't know that there was a high school team that was Patriot in red, white, and blue, as far as the colors that the New England Patriots are. But Christian Patriots, that's a team, red, white, and blue. Of course, the other one that the Cabers played was Patrick Henry, and they are the Patriots, but they are in green and gold, or green and yellow, I should say. So the second Patriot team for this 2022 season that the Cabers are geared to face, getting their last instructions before they get started. Madeline Strahan is back, of course. She came back last on Tuesday, and then Keith Lombardo, of course, did a fine job while she was gone. Christian Patriots will be going from left to right. 4 in the back, 3 in the front, 3 in the midfield. For the Patriots.
Woo! Let's go! I need more water. Let's go, Chloe! Let's go, Liv! Let's go, Penelope!
Looks like there's going to be 2 in the front.
I see you, Kate! Let's go,
Kind of a bigger midfield
go, Haley! Let's go, Val!
scenario for the Cabers.
Come on, girls! Let's go!
And 4 in the back. Then the Patriots in this game to start. And we're underway. Shift colors for all you sailors out there past and present, and you got to restart it. And it must have something to do with the athletes that are around the track. I believe this was the same ref that we had in the Mira Mesa game, so he's traveled down here. This time in the home colors, in the blue and white for the Cabers. 40-minute halves, if you don't know how much they play in JV. 40-minute halves. I get the continual dubious honor of filming and also broadcasting at the same time. And we'll continue to do what we can to make that the best possible scenario. And I think we're ready to go now. We're underway here at Balboa Stadium.
There you go, Val!
Valentina Prado intercepts that soccer ball. Get an offensive attack going for the Cabers. And a quick intercept as stripped of it was Zoe Bozinovic. Now to the near side. That's Kate VR tracking it back. Delaney playing again. I did not find out what is wrong with Ada Werner, but she did not play in that varsity game, as I mentioned. Maybe that was a possible scenario. So she's not available again tonight. VR, and now an offensive attack, and they have to be careful not to trip in the 18-yard box. Unfortunately, that is what happened in the Mira Mesa game. But they weren't able to convert on the penalty kick. But you don't want to practice that because it could very well not go in your favor the next time around. Going to be a corner kick. So corner kick coming out for the Christian Patriots, the road team. Chiasen is going to take it. And the ref not accepting the scenario that's going on around the field. So he's going to make sure that things are to his liking before we continue on. Last year they used to have a whole bunch of people. They had a track club running around here. Not this year. And the service in the interior of the area, Patriots trying to come out with it. Up the field for the Cabers now with speed.
Let's go, Camilla!
Camilla Rogers on a beautiful run. Looking for Prado, finds Prado now. Prado chips it to the central. Lombardo finds it.
Good job, girls!
And she was offside. So Penelope Lombardo in a offsides scenario. So that thwarts a nice run up the field by Camilla Rogers, her first one of the match. Stick with us. We will be putting the score and the timer on the video, which is a live stream in the future. So I'll be looking forward to that. Of course, if you've been paying attention to the varsity games, that's already been the case, as well as instant replay. And hopefully you do right after this one. 6 o'clock on the West Coast, 9 o'clock on the East Coast will be the varsity for both of these two schools. Chiasen will throw it in again. Chiasen towards the area. It is in the area now, but it's chipped out quickly. But Chiasen now has it again. Sends it into the central. And that ball is on the near side. Shea O'Connor will have to try to make sure it doesn't become a problem. And as it turns out to be, you're going to get a corner kick out of it. So it's touched by Shea O'Connor, who had a tough one in the last match. And hopefully she has a better one in this one. Bending ball, and it bends the wrong way for Christian. So the Cabers now with a goal kick. Lenny played very well as keeper. Hadn't played keeper in a while for the Cabers. Did a really good job on the road at Mira Mesa. Faced with a penalty kick, able to save that one. And then one went off the top of the crossbar. Otherwise, they might have had more than, or surely would have had more than 2 goals. 2-0 the final score in that one. Don't forget, we are sponsored by TCT Tax. TCT-tax.com. You want to get your taxes done? Get a good refund? Look them up. TCT-tax.com. Cabers after the throw-in. In the central, Lombardo couldn't get it.
There you go, Chloe.
Augustini wins it.
There you go, Val.
Gives it to Prado. Sends it wide now. And Rogers turns and takes a shot. First one of the match for the Cabers.
There you go.
Actually, that was Pennick that took that shot. Intercepted by Augustini. Pennick tries to get it, can't get it. VR, it went by her. Into the central. Cabers win it, getting the touches in this match, and that is a good sign. On the near side.
Oh, nice dummy, Val. Nice dummy, Val. Go, Camilla!
Camilla Rogers all alone, and a save on the play. Big save for the Patriots that time. Allie Gauck making the save. On Camilla Rogers, who was all alone. 1v1 with the keeper, just couldn't put it in the back of the net. Had some decent chances in the last match. against Mira Mesa. Not able to convert. Here's a throw-in out of their own defensive third for the Christian Patriots. And it's 0-0 affair. Still early on. And it stayed 0-0 for a long time in the last match against Mira Mesa. Let's see what happens today. Cade VR on the near side. After the deflection, and it goes out of play. Cade VR will throw it in. Penelope Lombardo. Penelope back to Kate. Kate tried to get it to Chloe Augustini. Instead, it goes over to Zoe Bozinovich. Zoe, her pass out to the wide, and here is a through ball. Trying to run it down and get it is Camilla Rogers. Rogers' pass is intercepted, but now it's going to be a shot, and it's off the side of net. Shot by Olivia Pinnock. So the Cabers with some nice touches and good possession here in the early part of the match. Throw in now from the far side touchline. Camilla Rogers goes after it, continues to victimize the outside defense for the Patriots. And usually if you can continue to do that, you have a great chance of starting to put goals into the back of the net. This team can put them in the back of the net. They broke the GK Sports record for goals in a game earlier in the season. Near side, and it's out of play. KBR will throw it in. VR under the shadows. Sun setting out here in the west. Augustini's pass intercepted. It falls to the near side for the Patriots. Upfield now. Shea O'Connor now. Camilla Rogers on the through ball chance. Miscue. And a shot and saved by Delaney. Oh, 2-0, the Cabers lead. And while there, the audio wasn't working properly, and now we're back. Cabers and Valentina Prado, who was just exhausted, and gets a beautiful pass to Rogers. A goal! Go, 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 goal! Camilla Rogers gets her second goal of the game on a beautiful play by Valentina Prado. And it is 3-0. Remember, she missed that penalty kick, but makes up for it here. Get that third goal. And the second one for her today. And this one in the 46th minute of the match. The third goal. Substitutional change for the Cabers as they get two fresh players in. So 3-0. So during the audio problem, at least she didn't actually miss a goal call by myself. A lot of fans have enjoyed that. Remember, a whole team really enjoyed that of yesteryear. 3-0. The team in blue and white numbers, enjoying a rebound of sorts after the loss 2-0 to the Marauders of Mira Mesa. Playing in their league play, junior varsity league play. And the varsity will be playing very shortly, in about an hour from now, or thereabouts. Not looking at a watch right now, but it is going to be 6 o'clock Pacific time, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. That game, Christian and the Cabers varsity. Christian Patriots, I believe one of their only losses of the entire season was against the Cabers last season. And Camila Rogers a shot and a save. They went on into the playoffs. Christian did, the Cabers did not. That was a game in which the Patriots looked like they had it in hand, and it all turned around in the second half for the Cabers. We'll see what happens today. Different team of sorts for Christian, as well as the Cabers. Patriots trying to get something going here. They're having a hard time doing it because tonight the Cabers have just played a different formation and just played better soccer tonight. They've been faster tonight, doing a lot of things that they didn't do in their last game. And it has created problems for the Patriots tonight. And therein lies the 3-0 victory. I mean, I don't know if it'll be a 3-0 victory, but the 3-0 score at this time. And see the aircraft that I used to work on. Just you don't normally see them in the upper left-hand corner. Usually it is the airliners because the Lindbergh Field, not too far away, the landing strip. The military base is down here in San Diego as well. ball goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in now on the near side. I think there's going to be substitutions. I believe Augustini's coming back into the match. And she is, as Camilla Rogers is coming out.
Good job, Camilla. Hey, you do good.
And Augustini has done a fine job in this match of putting pressure on the Patriots. And there lies some of the issues out there in the pitch, along with the one who just left in Camilla Rogers, who scored 2 goals. Could have had 3 with a penalty kick. Nevertheless, her team has 3, leading 3-0. They call that the hat trick in hockey. You get 3 goals. Early ball now for Chloe Augustini. Augustini showing her speed, stops the soccer ball, cuts it inside. A bending ball and nearly put it inside the net. Nice bending ball that time by Chloe Augustini, but not able to get it to go. And Augustini showing her speed in this match. Number 24. So it's a goal kick as the keeper, Gaunt, goes after it. (3-0). Cavers playing at home. Happy to be back at home after a couple of games away. And the home cooking already has produced quite large for the team in blue and white. San Diego High School Cavers. Retired coach, longtime coach Steve Lincoln is here. And you watch the varsity match. Going to be a presentation out there with some young ladies who play soccer as well. I believe that is a team he's coaching, so it's going to be a little treat coming up. You want to stay engaged. GK Sports. 2 games today, the JV and the varsity. San Diego High School, and they're locked up with the Christian Patriots. And this JV team for Christian trying to get something going. But the Cavers defense has done enough to make sure that they don't get anything going. Still a lot of time left in the match, 27 minutes left. 3-0, you don't see it on the graphics. That is the score, 12th minute. Miller Rogers opened up the scoring. And then in the 34th minute, it was Valentina Prado on a beautiful run and a finish. And then in the 46th minute, Camilla Rogers got another one, her second goal of the match, to make it 3-0. Chloe Augustini fighting for the soccer ball, and now Chloe Augustini will use her speed. Augustini now will show her speed. Augustini's shot, she just missed, and it is headed out. Beautiful job done that time by the Patriots to keep it from being 4-0. An alert play by the defender to get over and keep it from going into the back of the net, because Augustini had coverage that time with her teammate running along the left flank, and that's what you want. Going to be a corner kick now for the Cavers of San Diego High. Enjoying a 3-0 lead, trying to make it 4. Been a while since they've had 4 goals in a game this season, but they've done it. That and more. This ball is into the central. They were really, really tough to deal with when they had their full complement of players that they started the season with, that I always tell you who's on the team. Just inside 25 minutes left to play in this match.
How's everybody doing today?
Camilla Rogers has a total of 10 goals on the season. Valentina Prado has 11. As Camilla Rogers has scored 2 in this game, just couldn't get the third one. Otherwise, they'd both be tied as far as season stats are concerned, and I have.
The goalkeeper training last night was good.
Near side, and it is out of play. Trying to make something happen, Olivia Pinnock.
So we're going to give everybody a couple more minutes. And the varsity team right now, guys, playing before. Let's go, Camilla. They're scared.
Throw in now by Haley Colton.
They're scared. You're back on. Let's go, Camilla. Just before they start to do their warm-up, we'll walk on down and meet those guys, okay?
And it is out of play.
Just cheese and then some pepperoni as well. So, and I have some water in my truck. I don't have fish, but I have a roll of paper towel.
Don't know if there's going to be another hydration break. Maybe there is. Maybe this is the area where they're going to do it. They had one in the first half. Once they asked both of the coaches if they need one. Or it could be something else. Going to be a substitution as Lombardo is going to come in for Camilla Rogers. No hydration break. I'm just going to play through it as it is cooled down out here in Southern California. Hopefully you've been enjoying this match. Just the nature of good soccer being played out there. You don't have any side to really root for. And us being able to bring it to you. GK Sports, we're at the game. It's going to be a throw-in for the Cabers again. Meanwhile, Camilla Rogers is going to switch off again for Penelope Lombardo. And then on the other side of the field, the Christian Patriots just had a substitution, the player I just showed. Chloe Agostini now. Pass over to Chloe Agostini. She couldn't get it. Cabers still trying to make something happen. And it's going to go upfield. Shay O'Connor stops it nicely. Sends it over to Rogers. Off of a bounce. No problem. 22 minutes left to play in a match. And now I guess they are going to do the hydration break. So didn't really know, maybe that was just to find out when they wanted to do it. And obviously it is right now. So stick with us for a couple more minutes. We'll be right back for the final 20 minutes, final quarter of this match after the hydration break. after the hydration break. Both teams. Score is 3-0. Camilla Rogers with 2 goals. Valentina Prado has 1. That is the scoring in this match for the Cabers. And we're back underway. Inside 22 minutes left to go, and here's another chance, and Rogers gets the hat trick. Camilla Rogers gets the hat trick tonight. 3 goals. Beautiful run, and just the speed has really bothered the Patriots tonight with Camilla Rogers having a hard time to try to figure out a way to stop her. And therein lies the reason why she has 3 goals in this match.
Did you know that was me yesterday? No, dude, I didn't. What did I do? I almost hit you or something?
Oh, no, right by the dog park there?
59th minute on that goal by Camilla Rogers. The hat trick, as they call it in hockey. It's got 3 tonight. Team leading 4-0. Valentina Prado has the other goal tonight. Prado got hers at the 34th minute. The lion's share of the touches has been by the team in white, if you've been watching it from the beginning. I mean, the team in blue, not the team in white. The team in white's been chasing. KVR now looking for Chloe Augustini. She wants a goal tonight. Augustini has shown a lot of speed and a lot of attack tonight. She's been in that scenario whereby her team is doing well and she starts being more and more threatening as the game goes on, and it becomes very, very difficult to stop her from getting what she wants, and that's a goal in the match. Camilla Rogers now. Bending ball is saved. Upfield. 4-0. You don't see it on your scoreboard on the live stream, but that is the score right now. That's going to change if you just checked in. If you watch the varsity match, you will be able to see not only that, the score, but you'll also be able to see the instant replay. Substitution's going to occur. Flores is back in the match. As out of the match, Haley Colton. Kaylin Riley after the throw-in, upfield. Christian Patriots trying to make something happen, but Flores got in the way of that. And so, upfield, the Cabers. Shay O'Connor has had a better game tonight than what she had in the last game. 50-50 ball. The Cabers winning it again. Here goes Kaylin Riley with a pass, and near side to Augustini. Augustini now cuts it inside. Augustini looks for her teammate now, and that's Camilla Rogers, the dangerous one, who's got the hat trick, and she gets dispossessed that time. Nicely done. The header attempt that time to try to do something was Larson and could not get to it, as the Cabers getting to it first. And therein lies the problems tonight for Christian. The speed all over the field has really created some problems for him. And this match on the road looks like it is definitely going to be in the win column for the Cavers, even though there's still 17 minutes left to go. But the Patriots are chasing an uphill struggle with not only the speed, but the fact that they are down by 4 goals. Substitution is going to occur again. As coming out of the match is Abigail Hyde, who's gotten a chance to play quite a bit in this match. Lombardo, I should say, is back into the match. Lombardo trying to get it to Caitlin Riley on the near side, or rather Pinnock, I should say. And it didn't happen. Flores, and it goes off of one of her varsity teammates, or I should say not teammates, but actually classmates in this case. Hopefully it's going to be okay. It's like, usually doesn't happen. .50-50 ball. Camilla Rogers wins it. Camilla Rogers gets dispossessed at the last moment. And Pinnock touches it out. Or did not touch it out. It actually was touched out by Christian. Christian's wanting more for touchouts by the Cavers and a lot of other things. It's not happening. A save as Augustini tried to score. And I told you a while ago that she's going to keep at it to try to put one in the back of the net, to try to get what they call in Spanish the cinco. 5 goals. Got the cuatro right now, trying to get the cinco. Upfield. Patriots, when they try to get a run going in the channels, try to get a pass going in the channels, the Cavers continue to make it tough for them to really get any kind of connecting work going. There's a way to attack this type of offense with a counterattack, and their counterattacks have been far and few in between. It is the Cavers that have done the great counterattacks in this match, with 14 minutes counting down left to go in the match. And again, therein lies the 4-0 lead. Patriots with the throw-in. We'll see what happens in the varsity match that comes up not too long from now, right after this match. Upfield, Patriots trying to make a run on their right flank. Foul, and that's going to work against the Cavers. Coming down to 13 minutes left to play in the match. Patriots want to try to put something in the back of their net. Give something for the parents that have come, the fans that might be watching online. In its JV match here at Balboa Stadium in San Diego, down the street from San Diego City College and down the street from the zoo. They're in the 18-yard box. However, it was an offside scenario, so it'll be a free kick for the Cavers. Big night for Miller Rogers, a hat trick. Just checked in. Valentina Prado, she's got the other goal. And here goes Camilla Rogers, the aforementioned now. Camilla Rogers now on the move. Camilla Rogers now the shot. And the save is made. Rogers going for a 4th goal of the match.
I have a positive thought.
I mentioned in the first half that this Caber team set the GK Sports record for goals in a match. Nothing like that's going to happen tonight. They have the ability to put them into the back of the net. It just hadn't shown in the last couple of games. But boy, tonight they have come out trying to make up for all of that. Sent upfield by the keeper, Gott. 50-50 ball. Won again by the Cabers. Near side to Flores. Flores, along the near side, gets it, and it went off of Rogers. Flores winning it, getting back to Rogers. Lombardo tried to turn with it. It was taken away from her. Nicely done. On the near side, the Patriots want to get the counterattack going, but not able to keep it alive was Larson. Macy Larson has been about the only thing going for Patriots tonight. Here's Camilla Rogers on a run, and the pass was way in front of her. Coming on, 10 minutes left to play in the match. The comfortable 4-0 lead. The only thing in thought is whether or not the Patriots are going to get off the clean sheet and put something on it with a goal or maybe two. But the way this game has been going, you're going to be hard-pressed to do that. And this young lady right here is going to try and make it tough for him to do that. That's Chloe Augustini, the captain. To the central, trying to get a return pass, gets one. And then here's Lombardo, who can score goals, as I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast. Upfield, to the near side, that's Pinnock, Olivia Pinnock. And there's a foul on the play as Lila Miller tried to push off too much. So a free kick now. Olivia Pinnock will take it. I'm going to check the distance as Pinnock not happy with the distance away. And the ref says no. She's far enough away. Into the central. Taken away by the Cabers now. Augustini, the shot. Augustini, the goal. Chloe Augustini. Been working on it in this game, and finally she gets what she's after. A goal into the back of the net.
Good job, Chloe!
5-0, the Cabers. 8:44 and counting down left to go in the match. So that one was at the 73rd minute of the match. Chloe Augustini getting the goal that she's been after. Really played well tonight. So is her teammates. Valentina Prado, even while she was in there hustling on a gimpy ankle, able to get a goal in this match. Augustini won as well now, and of course Camilla Rogers with the 3, the hat trick. And there's your 5 goals.
Sure. These are hot.
So it's going to be a throw-in now for the Patriots with the goose egg on the scoreboard. They are trying to see what they can do to erase that. And do throw-in. Shay O'Connor. O'Connor has to chase it down, but her teammate gets to it first. Intercepted, and Flores drives it hard upfield now. And that is something that'll work against Christian because that speed has just been too much. It's Camilla Rogers. She'll come into your picture now and beats everybody. Camilla Rogers now. Rogers takes a shot and the save is made. 5-0. And God drives it up the field. About 6.5 left to play in the match. Pinnock has it. Pinnock dispossessed, but had support. Upfield. 22 goals is what the Cavers scored against Hoover High School. And then in the next game, they found themselves in a match that against Patrick Henry that was way far different than what the 22 goals was. And that was the last home game. They had to kind of reset. Against Scripps Ranch, they didn't play horribly bad, but they did not get a victory out of that one. And it was followed up against Mira Mesa, where it looked like they might be able to get Mira Mesa with a win, but that didn't happen as Mira Mesa turned the second half into their favor. But tonight, it's been all the Cavers of San Diego High. Here they come again now, trying to get the 6th goal of the match. Down to 5 minutes left to play in the match. Got to chase the ball down. Chloe Augustini, that was her 5th goal of the season. The last goal in this match. But the winner in this match was Camilla Rogers, who scored the 1st goal of the match. Followed it up with 2 more later. Coveted hat trick, and now the yellow card, and Madeline Strahan getting a yellow card. That's odd. Don't understand what that was all about, but nevertheless, the bench gets a yellow card. Down to 4 minutes left to play. And maybe it's because I think it was because there wasn't another ball out there to play with and time. So it's a delay of game type of yellow card on the bench. Because I didn't see any kind of other conversation going on. But that's the only thing I could think of. I could be wrong on that. The only thing I could think of was the fact that there wasn't a ball back there to be used, just because the ball went all the way out of play and had to be retrieved. Rogers now, and in the central, the save is made. Central of the 18 by the keeper. Down to 3 minutes left to play in this match. 5-0. And the Patriots have not suffered this kind of defeat to the Cavers in a while. But they're going to suffer it tonight. But again, sports is always a learning proposition. And especially when it's not professional. And then even professional, it's a learning proposition. But it's a different kind of learning proposition at the high school and college level, and obviously younger than that. Because you're developing players and developing the mindsets. And I was thinking about this on the drive over here. It's tougher for these athletes that are athletes rather than meaning student athletes, because of the fact that they have to do their schoolwork, and then they've got to put their mind, change their mind into an athletic mindset and do what they have to do in athletics. So it's, of course, it's different in college, but when you're playing in high school athletics, it is really a drain on you. And so a lot of, just respect goes out to anybody who's played high school athletics in their life, because that's got to be about the hardest experience in high school, period, because you've got to, or any extracurricular activity. So if you're not only in athletics, but maybe you're in band or something like that, it takes a lot out of it, because then you have to do more than just your schoolwork. And there's so many young student athletes that have great grades and go on to maybe not even play athletics in college, but they do a great job being prepared for the rigors of college, because they've had to challenge themselves in high school with doing more than just one thing, and that's being a student. As you saw, the set piece was thwarted nicely by the Cabers, but here's the second try. And we're inside 2 minutes left to play as the Patriots are trying to see if they can get a goal. And erase the clean sheet. It's in the central. And again, you got to give credit to the back line of the Cabers, because they have played well tonight. Every time there's been at least seven free kicks by the Patriots tonight. And so that has been something that the Cabers have had to deal with, and they've dealt with it very nicely. Back line. So they get credit. The whole team gets credit tonight, because they have just really played well after having a 2-game losing streak. And obviously it probably was talked about. Let's get off this losing streak. That's not who we are. We're going to come out tonight. We're going to play some very, very good soccer. And it has happened tonight. The final score, 5-0. The San Diego High School Cabers win over the Christian Patriots. And every time you can beat a private school, it's a big thing, because usually they can pick the players that they want. And Lombardo and Delaney, a little embrace there, and very, very bravo Zulu job done tonight by everybody, even the coaching staff, all the way down to the players. And if there was a dog or a cat along the sidelines, they'd be happy too. So 5-0. Again, don't forget our the advertiser or the sponsor is TCT Tax. For all your tax needs, refund, bookkeeping needs, is tct-tax.com. Of course, the one-stop shop is gksports.org. Just go to the top of the page. You'll have the Facebook page, the Instagram, and the YouTube page to subscribe. Turn on bell notifications. You do that as well. We hope you enjoyed all of the action from Balboa Stadium. Final score 5-0 in favor of the San Diego High School Cabers over the Christian High School Patriots. So long.
That was so yes.